Today's another video about boring or barramundi lures. Well, not really. This one is a suspending barramundi lure. I usually use floating barramundi lures to float over the snags and stuff like that. This one's a little bit different. It suspends and actually it slowly sinks. It's got a big rattle in it and you can work it really slowly in the snag. So let's give it a run and see how it goes. So the lure's called a Defiance. It's made by Zerek. It's got a big rattle in it. It's 130 mil, so your standard 12 centimeter, or this one's 13 centimeter barra lure. It dives to a depth of about 1.5 meters, but when you twitch it in a snag, it'll sit about a meter underneath the water. There's only a handful of colors. One thing I don't like about it, the colors are pretty limited. There's a white one that works really well. It's called Pearl, but it's got no contrast, so it's got no black or anything on it. It's just all white. I like this one with the purple back and the gold. It flashes heaps underneath the water, and I'm trying it for the first time really today. I've had a little bit of a swim with it in the past, but left it in the bottom of the tackle box and pretty much forgot about it. So perfect day today to try some suspended barramundi lures. They work really, really well, so let's give them a run. Hey, nice little barra. Oh, this first one on the Defiance. I'll be a champion. Yeah, nice fish too. That's the first barra on the Defiance. Just as I said, just it's a type of lure you just twitch a few times and pause and sit there, and exactly when he hit it. So that's a that's not a bad barra. He's undersized, so I'm going to let him go, but it's a nice little fish. Not really sure how well it comes up on the camera. There's a really distinct dirty water line and some run out coming out from this creek here, so perfect spot to suspend this Defiance lure. And just with little twitches, it's going to sit in that dirty water for long enough to hopefully get a fish. We've had to come into this creek because it's got to be blowing 20 knots today. It's pretty ordinary conditions, so we're out of the main river, which I was hoping to catch a big barra on this in the main river, but we'll get the smaller barra in this little creek. But I wouldn't rule out some big barras either, but see how we go here with this little bit of run out. Got to be some barras. That's tough. There he is. That's a banana. Take it. Look at that. The Defiance. Look at the jacks. Nice fish. Ooh. That's a good fish. Yeah. He smacked it. Oh. Now we're getting some fish. Now we're out of that strong current. Look at that. Good fish. Barrel, wasn't it? Oh, that's a jackie. Geez, there's some jacks in this current. Fish too. Oh, look at that. That's the fish I've pulled out of this little creek mouth here. So, like I said, just switching that Defiance lure in that current, it's just killing them. Just get that lure into that fast flowing water, and then just hold it down there and pause it and twitch it, and then let the current take it, twitch, the current keep taking it, Oh yeah, there he is. As soon as I spin it up and bring it to the boat, looks like a jack. Oh geez, there's a heap of these things down there. How can you find so many jacks in one little creek? It's incredible. Hey champion, up you come. That's a good fish, look at that. That's a cracker. This one, the only one I had, the only one I caught, not suspending, I cranked it back to the boat quite quickly to cast it again and he nailed it. So whether he was watching it, waiting for it to move quickly or not, I don't know, but that's a nice jack. He finds a little killing them. That's good barrel. Oh yeah. Oh, I have a jack. I've got to say, if this was a floating hard body, if you paused it for as long as I have been, it's just going to end up floating to the surface and you're going to have to twitch it and get it back down again. But I can pull this down underneath the water. And once again, I do apologise for the wind. I've got a windsock on the camera trying to keep the wind down. But I can pause this and just do these little tiny twitches and sit it in that current. And so far I've pulled 2 barra and a jack out of it. So I reckon there's a lot more fish in there too. So keep working it for a bit longer. But there is an advantage to having a couple of suspending or sinking hard bodies in your tackle bag. To be honest, I don't use them enough, and I think I might stop up on them. And in situations like this, definitely tie one on because these are amazing. And I really like this colour too. This colour's working so well. Oh yeah, oh, smacked it, good fish. Oh, jeez, wasn't a big barra, but he went nuts. Oh yeah, fish on, dead sticking. So I was cruising, the wind's blowing so hard, I don't even know what this is, but it's got a bit of weight in it. The wind was blowing that hard that I was, what is it? It's not caddy or something, is it? Yeah, dirty old caddy. Oh, that's a bit disappointing, but the wind's blowing me so hard that I was just drifting down the creek and twitching the lure as the boat drifted along, not retrieving it at all. I mean, I'll do that again so I can show you what I was doing. Because it might be a good technique for a suspending lure, where I was get that lure out there and instead of retrieving it, just twitch it as the line goes tight. So the line starts to go tight, just a few twitches. And I'd rather something other than a caddy, but there we go. What's this one this time? Oh look, So look, if you guys want a great technique for catching catfish, then suspended lures, dead stick, just twitching. Look at that. Might give it a miss myself. Yeah, there he is. Oh, good barra. I was going to say, how good does this creek mouth look? A couple of big snags right in the guts of it. And first cast in it. Nice little barra. Good stuff. It's got a tag on him, so looks like a bit of marine growth, but I'll show you once I... Oh, he's off the hooks. So that there is a tag, and it's got so much marine growth on it that I might have to cut it off. So sorry buddy. I like to keep the tags in them because they get caught again after I've caught them, you know, for the third time. There you go, mate, well done. Oh, I didn't measure him, like a bullhead. One thing you've got to do is measure him. I'll have to ring up some fish and tell him I think he's about 50, but I forgot to measure him. But yeah, if you ever pull up a fish and it looks like it's got a whole heap of weed just sticking out of the side of it, well, that's because almost guaranteed to be a tag. That's what they look like. So yeah, there's one. What's that? That's not a barra. It's going a little bit too quick for a barra. Trevally or something. There. Yeah, a little tea leaf trevally. This snag just looks way too good for me to give up on it, so I'm just going to keep peppering it till I pull a fish out of it. It's bottom of the tide, mouth of the creek. It's got to have some fish on this thing. Yeah, what's that? That's a good fish. It's got some weight in it. What do we got here? Oh, that's a big jack. Oh, Jesus, that's a massive jack. Oh, look at that. Oh, stop it. He's a cracking fish. And I've got to tell you, that lure, suspended, just twitched out slowly from the snags. There's a few in there. There's a few in there. I'll just be a little drain barrow, but I love it. Again, just little pauses. Oh, drop It's been heaps of fun playing with this lure. It's, to my surprise, I haven't snagged it up on anything, even though it's not a lure that can float over the snag. So it's been a really good lure. I've got a shitload of fish on it. And it's another barra. So considering today's been one of those days where I've had to keep out of the wind, I tried to fish some really productive banks, but they're just way too windy. And at one stage I had to get the anchor out because I was fishing some of my favourite little stretches, but they wouldn't, I couldn't even hold the boat with a spot lock on the lecky, so that's how bad the conditions have been. But it's just a little fella, but maybe the 20th or 30th barra, and maybe 10 jacks on this lure. The paint job's held up really well. I really don't like the fact it doesn't have a split ring or some sort of loop on the nose of it. I've had to put a little quick release lure attachment thing on there, but I'm really impressed with the lure. I've got a pearl one at home. I'll give that a run, but I can't see me going past this purple and gold. It's a great colour and it's smacking a heap of fish, so it's been good fun.